What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. All right, guys, we got some interesting stuff going on. All right, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not trying to sound cocky at all. All right, but like, guys, it was nothing less than expected. Like, straight up, this is exactly what I expected. All right, anybody who isn't going to follow the TA, like, that's on you. It really is. Like, straight up. Okay, if you find yourself saying, "Oh, but this time is different," well, just know that's your emotions telling you that. Like, literally, that is the only thing that ever tells someone this time is different. Okay? It's not different. All right? We are in, like, literally a much worse scenario than 2008 and the dot-com bubble. And most likely, all right, most crashes had very similar, they had similarities to this, what we're rocking with right now. All right? Now, I'm not even talking about the crash, okay? Like, that's not what I'm saying this time is different, all right? We've been talking about how that's inevitable at some point. I'm not going to even try and predict when that's going to happen, but I do know a thing or two about TA, all right? And, like, there's no reason to doubt TA, all right? This time is not going to be different. I'm using the same exact factors I've been using for months now. Nothing is different, all right? But what I do want to point out is that you do have lower volume, but again, just like yesterday's video, I told you guys, like, hey, look for a volume spike at the end of the day. Look what happened at the end of the day. All right, like, we started recording the video, I think it was on this candle right here. Look what happened. Yeah, I said, like, we can't really speak on the volume because I'm not recording these videos after 4 o'clock, just because I want you guys, well, I mean, also I got work, but I do want you guys, I try and get them out 3:30 just so you guys can, hey, if you need to take positions, there you go. All right. But you guys should already be well aware of what the plan was, all right? We told you guys, like, we're range trading right now, okay? Like, the TA suggested a bounce Monday through Wednesday, okay? Maybe it didn't happen Monday through Wednesday. Either way, like, pretty much all my updates last week, or not all my updates, but after, I want to say Thursday or Friday, that's when I started saying, hey, guys, like, a bounce really does look like it is, the TA is suggesting you're going to get a bounce early on in the week, but the weekly and monthly time frame, or the weekly time frame, is suggesting, yeah, all right, you're going to keep going down. And then on top of that, this weekly candle is the end of this monthly candle. And guys, we're not getting back up here. I'm very positive we are not going to be getting back up there, especially on a SPY. All right, you're not getting up to a 376.56 close. It's not going to happen. But I do want to point out something right now, which kind of tempted me to just kind of like pull the well, actually, no, today is the weekly. Holy shit, guys, we are going to be closing under the 200 MA. I'm probably going to pull the trigger. So on Webull, I mentioned that I'm entering December 16, 250 QQQ puts. If you hear anything, guys, I'm sorry. My dogs are all wet. They got super dirty. We're at the lake today, so I had to hose them off. And now they're super wet, and they're just going nuts. All right, so if you hear any noise, it's definitely just them. Or it's my squeaky chair. I don't know why I've not gotten the squeaky chair. Oh, Jesus, you guys are going crazy. Guys, what the hell are you doing? Stop. You're tangled up in a wire right now, and you are excited, all right? No reason to go nuts. Just, okay. All right, good girls. All right, guys, so, again, like, nothing less than expected. Like, I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, we're going to go over the daily TA and what happened that's new today, all right? But in reality, no. Like, nothing really new happened, all right? You do have a, I mean, potentially a bullish divergence forming here on the 4-hour time frame. But all you got to do is drop under 178 here, and you are already at 161, and boom. And, like, I've mentioned this in great freaking detail, guys. Great detail. If you get the daily close underneath right there, or is it? No, I'm bugging. If you get the daily close under right here, okay, on QQQ, it is at 278.95, and SPY, it's at 376.56. I've said that number so many times that I just know it off the top of my head now. Straight up, if you get that daily close, you are going much lower, okay? It does not matter, okay? Like, next week, that's why. So, like, if we did get this, guys, I'm starting my December 16 position, okay? I talked to a friend about that yesterday. He's got a lot more money than I, all right? So I do believe he's going to be banking a lot more off these plays than I am, but all right, I really am here just to help everyone who wants to help, okay? That's really what it is all about. I know I'll be rich in time. Just wait. All right, but straight up, dude, Good luck. All right. He found out about this early, but December 16, 250 puts, guys. That is my play. All right, and that is yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. All right, you get the daily close underneath June lows. There's 1/3 of the position. You get the weekly close underneath 200 in May. There's the full fucking position. All right, and the reason I'm only doing 1/3 if we just close under June lows here, which I'm just saying, guys, if you do get the close where we are right now, and you do not get, I think it's at 272. Yeah, 272.43. You got to close above 272.43 in order to not have a complete collapse here of your, honestly, QQQ. All right, and there's no way this thing ain't pulling it down. All right, we're gonna go back in time. All right, and we're going to see the last time we had a close underneath and what happened in the following weeks. Okay, you had your close here, guys. You had your close here. So we're gonna take it from the bottom of this candle right here. Within 3 weeks, you felt, holy Jesus, 30%. Okay, you get a 30% close, guys, and that's why I'm saying December 16 puts. That is my play for this. I am still going to be adding the last part of the October puts as well, which I'm only going to be adding a few more contracts to that. And that comes if we get that, and that's strictly because of what I just showed you guys. Okay, 3 weeks, you went down 30%. Those are going to be the contracts that are holy shit, like that, dude. If you got a good amount of these October contracts, like I'm in the 270s. You are going to make so much fucking money in the upcoming weeks. And this is what I was trying to tell you guys. The A+ setup, I was trying to tell you this week that we had an A+ setup setting up now that we got the confirmation from that, all right? Like, this is pretty much golden, okay? If you get the weekly close under there, you also guarantee get the monthly close under there. But, like, I'm serious, this 200 weekly MA, that's what you needed. And the monthly bearish Rami candlestick pattern, that's what you needed there, all right? Now, what I do want to point out is that SPY is down while VIX is down. It does signal that we're going to have an update within the next 2 trading sessions. But you know what? I'm going to be honest, all right? Like, no, I don't care. If we get the close under here, I am taking the December 16 position, all right? I'm at least taking 2/3 of the position, and I will wait for a bounce. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be heavy in puts, guys, straight up. So that's 2 different trades going on, all right? The October 21st, that was a whole separate thing, all right? But this is these December 16s. I was talking to my buddy over there and yesterday about it, and yeah, these are strictly to catch the actual move down. Okay, well, not as if the Octobers aren't going to do that. No, Octobers are going to print, guys. If we get this close here, Octobers are going to print. All right, but if I do add to those, I'm going to be most likely adding early November because I'm trying to play this candlestick pattern. That's really what I'm trying to do. All right, and I mean, look at this. You got your monthly oscillators pointing down, all right? You have your stochastic pointing down. You have your RSI under 45, which I've told you guys what that means to me, at least. The bears are pretty much in full control, okay? Or not full control, but they have the momentum going for them, all right? You come over to IWM, you have a very similar story over here. SPY, obviously the same exact thing over there. And yesterday I mentioned that we had a bullish Harami here on VIX, all right? And, I mean, it was a possibility that it would play out, but I mean, either way, we had the bearish Harami here on SPY, and that does look like it. Oh, was it not on SPY? Did we not end up getting it? All right, I forgot. Oh, was it on IWM I called out? I don't even know. Maybe it was on IWM that I called the bearish Harami out. I mean, well, it definitely had to have been because look at it. But yeah, guys, I mean, it doesn't even matter. What I'm really focused on is that weekly close, all right? If we get the weekly close there, that means the monthly close is there. The October trade is looking sexy, guys. This is your A+ setup, okay? Like, I mean, honestly, I'm probably not going to even take the full position because there is a chance that you do get a bounce going into the early beginning of next week. All right, but at the same time, like, don't be surprised if you don't. Okay, this is I've been talking about this. Okay, like when you have that, when you have something that's going to inflict that much pain to people, okay, that much fear to people, what do you think's going to happen? Okay, you're going to start the gap downs, okay, and then the gap down likely isn't going to fill, and then you're just going to have panic in the streets, and that's when you hit your circuit breakers. That's when all the rah-rah goes on, all right? But I do want to point out that you do have a bullish, is that a bullish? No, it's not a bullish divergence here on the hourly time frame. Are we rocking with one on the 4-hour? No, we are not, all right? I mean, technically, this still happened, and it didn't end up playing out. Okay, I guess that was it, all right? But at the same time, I'm really not expecting that to play out, guys. I do think this is, it's kind of the end-all, be-all, okay? If you close under that, like, there are so many eyes on this thing that it's going to go nuts. And if QQQ closes it, SPY's guaranteed going under next week, all right? Like straight up. Oh, but we didn't actually look back. So I want to point out that you only had a few times on QQQ's chart where this happened. It was 08. We already went over that. The whatever it was right there. Here, let's go over to this because QQQ is an ETF. So it's just like SPY and SPX. But this just has more history. All right. So, but it's the same exact thing. All right. They're literally the same thing. You had your close. You had your close. All right. From here, the next 3 weeks. Oh, a 20% drop, dude. Are we catching a 20% drop, guys? Let's go over to QQQ. All right. Like straight up, guys. These are the A+ setups I'm talking about. These are the ones that I am willing to go heavy on. And like, that's serious. These are capable of making a lot of fucking people money, all right? But you just got, you like, there's like something, whoever said the crowd thing the other day, all right? I'm sorry for bagging on you, okay? Like, honestly, I just, like, I don't want to hear it. I really don't, because I do know that I'm following my rules, and that means that the channel is in the right place, okay? I'm not going to allow someone to completely try and, like, get me off guard there, all right? Like, I'm not going to do it. But this is what I was saying. Like, I don't care what the crowd is doing, all right? And either way, I mean, retail, I'm still seeing a bunch of idiots say, oh, this is the dip, this is a perfect entry. Just stupid stuff, guys. Stupid stuff. I've made such a solid case for why, like, it does not matter how many people are on one side of the trade right now. Like, worst case scenario, yeah, you get the bull trap, but any bull trap, any rally is going to be a bull trap. It's going to fucking, it's not, you're not getting something like this right now. You're in fear mode right now. And if you get this, you have a very strong likelihood of tanking, okay? And like, I'm not saying we get that 30% drop, but I want to show you guys the potential of this move. And that's why I'm getting to December 16. Yes, they're not going to move as well, but I'm going heavier on those than October 21st. And that's strictly because 30%, 82 freaking dollars. If we get that in 3 weeks, guys, I mean, yeah, guys, I'll get rid of the December contracts pretty quick, but like that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's like, even on the December contracts, that's going to be a clean like 4 to 5x. You get an 80, maybe even more. All right, but you get Octobers. You got Octobers, guys, and you catch that move for 3 weeks, guys. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be holding for the whole duration if I have contracts expiring October 21st. I'm specifically playing these for the monthly candle that's set up, all right? Like, I've been talking about this in great detail, guys, like, straight up. This was meant to happen. The TA was suggesting that this monthly pattern was going to be confirmed this month, and, like, I'm serious, guys. Look out below, okay? Kiss your bulls goodbye. Like, anybody who didn't sell is about to be in a heap of pain, okay? Like, I'm serious, guys. I'm the biggest advocate for staying as far away as possible from the dollar cost averaging mindset, okay? Straight up, it's retarded. It doesn't work. It doesn't make anybody money in the end, okay? Like, well, I mean, I'm not going to say in the end, okay? But you're going to spend your whole life for... Like, dude, people are getting like 100, we'll say 100 to 500% over the span of their whole lives doing the dollar cost average method with the indexes. And that's me being generous, okay? That is me being very generous. Like, we're on the monthly time frame here. Let's just see if you even bought the bottom of January 9th, okay? January 9th, all right? So the 08 crash, not the bottom, but like, you know, on this big ass dip. Technically the bottom, all right? Look at that. You're up 1,500%. Okay, that's massive, but you would have had to buy there. Okay, imagine if you just bought here. Okay, you're still up pretty massive. Okay, but I'm just saying we're nowhere close to the bottom. But this is what I'm saying. In their whole lives, they get this gain. Okay, so unless you're making $200,000 and you manage to put it in at the top. All right. I mean, either way, I think this is honestly, I think this is going to be worse than 08. I'm not talking about a crash. I'm talking about this bear market's probably going to be prolonged, okay? It's going to take a very long time to actually play out. And that's specifically because, guys, what the fuck has happened, okay? You saw COVID, all right? You see this thing? I showed you guys the MACD that when, like, Henry didn't know TA, Henry was still calling out, like, hey, guys, this is a very obvious sign, okay? This hasn't happened in how long? And now it's way up here, and, like, are we not, like, tanking? Okay, that was all the way up here. It was one of these top candles, all right? So, like, even when I didn't know how to use TA, I am not going to ignore a warning sign. It makes no sense, okay? Now, I did, honestly. I got wiped out several times throughout this bear market. Past few months have been so beyond sexy that, guys, no financial worries, okay? Like, straight up. And if you're following the TA on the channel, you're following the trades that I'm calling out here on the channel, all right? Not a financial advisor, of course, okay? I honestly think the financial system screws anybody who wants to become an actual financial advisor who makes people money, okay? Because you have to put off your own financial career to just, well, you have to put off your own personal finances and the growth of your money to go do that, okay? So, like, the only way for me, in the end game, yeah, guys, I'm most likely going to have an institution down the line. I don't know if I'm going to be 30. I don't know if I'm going to be 35. I have no idea, okay? But I fully acknowledge that, like, the financial system literally screws anybody who wants to get a career in the financial industry. Okay, like, you literally do not have you have the choice of growing your money, but you have to report 15 days in advance to get your stupid Series 7. Well, not to get the stupid Series 7, but you need to work at a FINRA sponsored bank to get offered to take the Series 7. And yeah, so my point is, okay, financial advisors, like, I'm just saying, if they could do this, they wouldn't be charging people for money, okay? They wouldn't. And, like, it's not even like they're charging for their skill set. It's like, okay, let me get 2%, and I'm going to keep doing what I just demonstrated doesn't work, okay? The dollar cost average, I mean, it works over, like, the span of your lifetime, but again, you're going to have to put in a whole shit ton of time just working, okay? Do you know how long, like, you got $100,000 salary, let's say you have a house, you have all your bills, let's say you're taking off $20,000. $20,000 each year. That's realistic, okay? That is realistic that you can put into the market with your $100,000 salary, all right? Because taxes, house, I mean, if you got dogs, it's another thing. These guys are expensive. Like, I'm just saying, guys, realistic, you're taking home 20,000. Then honestly, it's probably more like 10 to 15,000 that you can actually have disposable income of. 20,000, okay? 10 years. You get up to that $200,000, all right? And now you have to wait years, like, pretty much your whole life to then become a millionaire, okay? Like, and that's just, I'm just saying, guys, it does not add up for people who don't want to wait that long, all right? Like, straight up, if you want to sit through the pain, feel free, but I'm gonna be honest, I've been having time of my life these past few months, and I think it is strictly because I have cracked the code of the markets, okay? Like, straight up, all right? All right, guys, so everything is pretty much the same, all right? We're breaking down, all right? It's very obvious, but again, okay, don't be surprised if we do get the bounce early next week. But again, I want to remind you guys what happened on the weekly time frame when you got the close under this bad boy right here, okay? You get the close under this bad boy right here, and you're screwed. Okay, on top of that, you're closing under June lows. Again, you're screwed, all right? Like, this is a double negative factor. You're slammed into your face. On top of that, you have the monthly bearish harami getting confirmed, which signals the next monthly candlestick is going to be bearish at the same time that we have this whole hot mess happening right here, and we have this whole hot mess happening right here. Like, guaranteed, guys, if we close under there on the weekly, June lows are being smashed. They're going way down. All right, guys, you know, I'm not going to say guaranteed because, you know, I'm not going to make any promise that I know I can't keep, all right? I can't promise you guys I will be fucking filthy rich in the upcoming years. I can guaranteed promise you guys that, all right? So with that being said, I'll just shout out that you have increasing volume as you are breaking lows here, okay? You had a standstill here on the weekly time frame. You come over the monthly time frame, this massive red candle, well, you got inclining volume. What does it look like? What does it look like is going on, guys? Boom, 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 boom. All right. You had the inclining volume this month right here. Well, next month was absolutely horrendous. Okay. It was absolutely horrendous. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.